Whoa, whoa. Ah, greetings, stranger. Come closer. Don't think I don't know what you're trying to do. You're trying to break the spell. Wait. Yeah, we've already had this. Oh, brother, this thing's pants. We're just getting repeated dialogue and stuff. Thought this was interesting, but no, there's just nothing. It's this again. Wait, no, it's not. Breed of dog developed in Germany in the 19th century. What's it? The Pinscher Dobermann. No, I thought that was German. How about the Pudelpointer? Yeah. Arvich. Good. Let's go. On to the next thing. What are you doing?
Ha-ha! One less servant! Didn't need him and it cost sixpence for the monthly budget! Hello, you must be the new respectable chartered accountant! Hee-hee! I'd love to take you to the Royal Treasury, but I can't seem to leave the room! Powerful magic's about and all that, riddles being asked and not one of us can answer them! But heavens, a court sage would bankrupt me! Any ideas?
You should get one of the respectable chartered accountants to help you. It looks like we can go back, but there's no other paths on this pathway that we've been to. Game with many variations, like billiards. What? Bagatelle? I've heard that word, but I don't know what it is. I don't have a clue what bagatelle is.
Hello, can I get something for you? Perhaps a cup of hot tea or a... Blast! Stop it, Joseph! I'm so pathetic. I've had days and days by myself without work, and how do I spend it? Feeling awkward about not serving anyone. I'm bored by myself. Can you answer this riddle so I can get back to my job?
I can certainly try. Try is definitely the key word. Oh wait, we've got a choice at the last. We can go up or down. Well, the exit's down there, so let's just cut through all of the swaves and get straight to where we're going. Card game for 2 players, widely played in France and England during the 19th century. Well, it's not solitaire. Poker's not 2-player, is it? Encarta. Never heard of it. Poker's like a ton of players. They're all pretending they're all pretending. They're just pretending, that's the game.
I've got it! I've completely changed my perspective on this curse thing. This is actually opportunity knocking. When you survive a battle in a war, you get a promotion or a medal, right?
Yeah, you get a
promotion! Well, I'm standing guard during a curse. There could be a knight who did it for me. This curse is okay with me. No, it didn't work. I'm still sick of the curse. Blast! Can you solve this next riddle?
Yeah, how are you not a knight already? You're clearly in a suit of armour. Yeah, let's solve the riddle, why don't we? Put my amazing general knowledge skills to the test with the exact same question that we already got asked about the American baseball player that was second only to Babe Ruth, which I forgot which one it was though. It wasn't either of these two. It wasn't those chumps, it was A. Killebrew.
I win, mate. I win the match. Yeah. We just...
It's this again. Down. Down. American figure skater. Winner of men's figure skating golds. A lot of sports questions. Well, I have no idea. Wayne Gretzky's not that. He's ice hockey, isn't he? Button Dick. Yes, it was Button Dick. Good. You again. It's the same text. Alright, let's go down. Man, I'm disillusioned by the mind maze. We're finally coming back to this in 2018, and it's obvious that it's not. The fond memories are just lies. Breed of Australian dog. Australian, well, collie? Australian cattle dog. Alright. Whoa, it's a back of the box. Oh, I see he's got a rhyme. But instead of putting actual new lines in this paragraph, they've just put those weird squares that show up when it's glitching the text.
As a scholar, you rank near the middle. I'm certain you can't play the fiddle. How strangely you're clad. You're clearly quite mad, but perhaps you could answer this riddle.
Do my best, Sean Connery. I'll see the best that I can do. Well, the best I can do is all I've got to give. Breed of working dog. Yeah, I've done a dog which originated in Tibet and was intensely bred in 15th century Hungary. Intensive. It's got to be the Ibizin Hound? No. It's got to be the Manx. No. The Manx. Kvass. Kvasses. It's one of those words that ends in SZ. Kvasses. How do you say that? Dutch chess grandmaster and professor of mathematics who was the world chess champion from these to those. Wasn't Bobby Fischer, at least. Edmund Hoyle? No. Max. A maths professor had more important things to be doing than chess. Well, he didn't, actually. Russian chess player and world chess champion. The world player ever. Youngest player. Russia. Oh, great, I got a whole bunch of Russias here. Wasn't Vladimir Rushev. It's Anatoly Yevgenyantov. Good, it was. It wasn't Chernyesteslev, whatever the other one was. A bird. Bird! Don't say it. I know what you're going to say, and I don't want to hear it. I don't want a cracker, and I'm changing my name from Polly to Scully. A little more rough and tumble, don't you think? Now, what I really want is someone to figure out the puzzle in this room. Bird's just having none of my nonsense. Okay. Well, let's leave him be. Herding dog, bred in France since at least 12th century. What's with all the dogs and sports? It's either dogs or it's sports. That's everything. Curly-coated retriever. Chesapeake retriever. No, it's a Briard. I hope there is a dog called a Brussels Griffon. They don't make them like they used to. Now they call them stuff like Labradoodle, other stupid names. Back then they were Griffins. American professional golfer, also known as the Squire, who is a big golfer. Never heard of him. George Harold Sizzler. Spalding. Now, basketballs have got the word Spalding in them, so he's probably the inventor of that. Saracen Jean. We're so close to the exit. I could feel it. I could feel the exit. I mean, I'm opening the door after all. Formerly Russian wolfhound, hunting dog, originally in Russia. Curvass. Wait, you already got the. No, Curvass is something else. Cormandor. Borzoi. Good. There's no punishment for it being the second guess. The game still just gives you it. Judging by your clothes. We already had that. Card game. Another card game. 52 card deck. By any other persons. I don't recognise any of them. Except Baccarat, but it's not that. Pharaoh. Okay. And let's see what happens now then. What happens when we get to the end of this? This is the final room. Click the stairs to continue it. Wait, we just went back, didn't we? Oh, I see, I clicked OK and then it immediately clicked that, which is right in front of it. What's in that door there? Huh? A new award? What was that? Oh, no wonder it's nothing but sports. I just noticed. It's selected that. All the areas there. I must have clicked that at some point. More clothes. Okay, we're on the second floor now. We got an award. What is it? What's the award? Just a ribbon. There's no text to show. Right, finally we get off the dogs. German writer and political leader, born in Cologne. I see two German-looking names. Oh, it's not those. Bebel August. Wouldn't have expected it was that one. Bebel. Bebel. Okay, it's the Professor of Maths again, but for Max. Yes, Max Uwe. Max Uwe. He must have changed his name and profession and gone on to make terrible films in the early 21st century. It amuses me greatly. It amuses me greatly, this curse. How novel that it can be broken by answering riddles. Though the riddles are ridiculous. They can't be answered by anyone short of a prophet. Seriously, could anyone solve a riddle like this? Maybe. Let's take the best route we could possibly take to get to that red thing. And I think that's this. Common name for a flowering plant family for its representative genus. I've no idea. for a flowering plant family and for its representative genus. What, nettle? Oh, I should have figured that. It's a like category of plant. Pope responsible for the return of the papacy to the world. Blah, 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 blah. I have no idea. Phew, Gregory. I never clicked those books to the sides of the answers.
On to the next room. It's one of you lot, eh? It's a poor peasant lad. What you doing in the castle, mate? Oh, I suppose you've come to figure out the puzzle and lift the curse. Yeah, well, it was a nice vacation while it lasted. I suppose I was running a bit low on food and firewood anyway. It's probably all for the best. On the other hand, if you would like a cup of tea and a rest before answering this riddle, I wouldn't think any less of you.
None of that for me. I don't drink tea. Let's get moving. No tea for me. American applied maths and electrical engineer noted for the development of the theory of communication, down known as information theory. Don't recognise any of these names. Nope. Shannon Claude Elwood.
Bow, bow, bow.
Let's get moving on. We've got to solve this curse after all. Got to unlock all the doors in this castle, this massive castle. German-American expressionist painter. I think we came across at least one of those in Encarta, but I don't recognise any of these names. Grozd George. Common name for any of 23 species of birds found in a place. Stocky, long necks, heavy bills, and long, powerful legs. Okay, big neck. Well, it doesn't help me because I still don't know any of these. What's this? Would you like to... Oh, no. Oriole? No. Bustard. Okay, it's a bustard. The bustard bird. American astronomer born in Dover, Delaware, and educated at Wellesley and Radcliffe. How many places in America are named after British places? Dover. That's a British place. It's like New York is named after a British town called York, where there's just a bunch of farms and fields, and that's, you know... There's certainly nothing like New York. Either way, I have no idea. It won't be a woman. There's no female anythings. That's still canon. Surely, right? There's no female astronomers. There are? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought there weren't. There's still, the sciences are still notoriously lacking in females for some suspicious reason. Irish legislative body law. Sinn Féin. Surely it's not the Irish Public Army. Dale Iron. Okay. Irish Republican Army. Is that some kind of joke putting that there? It's pretty poor taste. English dramatist and poet, regarded as the ablest writer of comedy of the Restoration period. I don't even know what the Restoration period... Oh. No, it wasn't Christopher Marlowe. Alexander Pope? No. William Congreve, right. Christopher Marlowe wrote an old story called Dr. Faust, about a man that summons the devil. Common name for several species of finch that usually... when am I going to get out of this room? Oh, now. Good. Siskin.
Siskin, eh? Siskin, eh? How's that?
Man, if this was difficulty level 1, it would be taking me 4 times as long to get through this, because it was 4 times less points. What have we got here? 3 little so-and-sos and a woman. Do you like my attendants? They are small but loyal. I think it's so much more elegant to have ones that train carried close to the ground. I say, we're anxious to get back into the throne room. Do you suppose you could solve these riddles so that we could leave? Could try. All I can do is try. City in Alabama, County, Western California. Don't know. Well, this is how I remember this going as a child too. I just randomly kept guessing till I got through. I didn't know the answer to anything then, and I don't now either. Professional name of somebody, English actor of striking beauty, born on the island of Jersey. Fanny Bryce. I've never heard any of them. Lily Langtree. Sometimes I read the question thinking, if I take in this question and soak it up, then I might be able to discern the answer. But then I look at the answers and I realise that I don't recognise any of the answers. So it's useless. Duke of Burgundy, creator of one of the most powerful states in 15th century Europe. Philip the Magnanimous, Philip the Bold. No. Philip the Good. I bet he wasn't actually that good. Just taking a guess. Called Al-Haji, West African mystic and philosopher who founded the Tukulari Empire of the Senegambia region. Umar. Ah. Alright. Good. Let's get moving, why don't we? David Bacon ain't got all day. No. Pardon me, please. I realise that you are busy, but I would be unkind if I did not offer to sell you my fine products. I mean,
I have not yet been to the throne room, so you are the first to see them. Fine silks, exotic perfumes, fantastic spices. What is your desire? What is your price range? I can only accept gold and silver. No, too bad. Perhaps the king will give you some if you break the curse. You must figure out this next puzzle.
Down. German physicist. Aha! Never heard of him. Right. Night, what's this?
Oh, who goes there? Doesn't matter really, I just have to say that. It's in my contract. However, being put on guard duty for eternity is not part of my contract. When I get out of this, I think I deserve a bonus. I'd say I deserve time and a half, but since time has no meaning under the curse, I think I'd better ask for a flat rate. I think the only way out of here is to solve this next riddle. I hope you know the answer.
No, I don't. But I'll just keep randomly guess until I get it. How are these guys getting stumped so bad? It's not that hard. There's only a 50-50 chance of getting it wrong each time. You can just keep guessing. Common name for shrubs of a genus. The saxifrage family. Come on. It can't be saxifrage, right? Yeah, I thought it would be the stupidest one. And it was, for once. Mock orange. Another night. It's the perspective night. Town, central Spain, and Madrid province on the Henares and are there. Alcea de Henares. You again.
Excuse me. Hello, I'm much too busy to talk right now. I have so much to do. I think I'm supposed to be baking some tarts, but perhaps there's some other queen. Perhaps I'm the one who's supposed to play croquet. How do I get so busy? I'm going to give you one of my chores, I think. I can, you know. I'm the queen. Someone keeps asking me this riddle. You can answer it for me. Peasant.
All right. Anything for the queen. Called the Brave, King of Castile, and as that, King of Leon, Godfrey of Bouillon. Alfonso I, no. What? Wait, A was also Alfonso I. Must have been a tiny difference in the spelling. Oh, Spanish explorer. Yep, Francisco de Orellana. David Bacon. You know, if I had studied magic...
if I had studied magic when I was younger, I wouldn't be in this fix now. I thought at the time that there would be other career options later on. How wrong I was. So, clean, weave, cook, fend the horse, tend the horses, keep the garden. There has to be more. I'm sure things are better for women where you're from. Anyway, as I was saying, there's some kind of magical curse in the castle, and you need to solve this puzzle to break it. So you'd better get on it right now, Buster.
Okay. German physicist, a lot of the... Oh, it's him again. Ah, that's right. Again, you have to repeat questions. There can't be that many questions in the Mind Maze, surprisingly. Considering how obscure these are, there's not that many of them, if I'm still seeing all these repeats. Oh, someone's gone and shoved a table in front of the door. magic. Shrubs. Wait, it's the mock orange again. Aha! The saxifrage shrubs are mock oranges. Mock oranges. That's the first time we've seen her. I figured out how to marry my love, Joseph, without causing all sorts of scandal. All I must do is convince the king that Joseph deserves a knighthood for being such an excellent servant. There's nothing at all wrong with a lady marrying a knight. If you could please be so kind as to answer this riddle, and the others, to lift the curse of the castle, I will go and put the idea to the queen. She'll convince the old tight wad. No. Okay. Well, we'll take that envelope, I guess. I guess we did that. City of Alameda County, Western California. Situated in there. It's you again. Okay, that's a new one, yes. Say, a visitor. That's nice. I've been rather lonely here by myself. Sitting around here like this for a while has given me a chance to get to know myself better, though. For instance, as it happens, I have strange magical powers. That was news to me, but I keep hearing this riddle in my head, and I somehow know that if I could answer it, the curse would be lifted from this room. Amazing, isn't it? Here's the riddle. Oh, it's Seymour again. It's 2 Seymour Skinlesses. You just won't stop following me around. I've got a bone to pick with you. Oh, so that's the reason, Seymour. Borough in Essex, Eastern England, on the Coin River. I mean, I don't know why I'm pausing. I have no idea. Colchester. Well, maybe this is like know your stuff. If I keep randomly stumbling through and guessing, then eventually, since there's only so many questions they can answer, I'll be able to keep getting the right ones over and over again. Stop right there, strange one. I know that you have the power to undo this curse. I beg you, leave it alone. King Miser is suffocating this land with his insufferable penny pinching. Have you ever heard of a landless duke before? You are now looking at one. It's completely ridiculous. He's stifling the natural feudal economy. I take over. I will give you bags of gold and a piece of land. Just don't answer this next riddle. I'm guessing that guy's the bad guy. Is he the big villain behind the mind maze? Maybe he started the curse all along. Although King Miser does sound like a rather bad king, doesn't he? Just going by his name, at least. American architect. Why did I pick the obviously not American one? Charles Bullfinch. I picked the one that... Henry Clemens van der Velde. American newspaper publisher who developed the New York Times into one of the leading papers. Oh, I thought it was him. Adolf Simon... Oh, Adolf? Alright, Adolf Simon Hawks. Magic. Oh, we're going to go down here. Yeah. Tribe of Mayan peoples who lived in what is now known as the Yucatan, Pennsylvania. Itzal. Is there a complete playthrough of this thing on YouTube, by the way? I don't know what a complete playthrough of the Mind Maze is. These puzzles I can't comprehend. Of us, this surely is the end. We can't possibly cope, so I certainly hope you're the best the future can send. You'll soon find out. Oh, so we've been sent back in time. David Bacon has been sent back in time somehow to save some medieval castle from a curse. Breed of dog that developed in Germany in the 19th century. Was that the Poodle Pointer? That was it, yeah, I remember. I guessed Doberman first, but then I went Poodle Pointer. I win, mate. Oh dear, I can't bear to be alone with my thoughts like this. My life is just so meaningless. Court functions, parties, spending money, going on holidays, studying philosophy, going on diplomatic missions, teaching children to read, discovering new treatments for diseases, helping to design buildings for new cities. Okay, so it's not entirely meaningless, but I could be figuring out puzzles like you and liberating castles. A bored noblewoman, the medieval equivalent of a desperate housewife, I think. American astronomer. Dover. Oh, who was this again? It was Annie Jump. Annie Jump Cannon, that was it. My father told me not to go to Europe. He said it was a land of uneducated rogues. I ignored him. He said it was a long and arduous journey. I did not listen. If he had told me Europe was full of tightwad kings and evil curses, then I would have stayed in China. He just doesn't understand me. I, on the other hand, do not understand these riddles. Well, I understand that we've got to go up to solve them. People inhabiting the extreme north of European Russia and part of northwestern Siberia between these peninsulas. I have no idea. Nez Perces? No, Kuna. There was neither. Nez Percy. Nez Percy. There's something funny about that name. That name to me. Italian composer, known for his chamber music. Cello virtuosos. Once again, never heard of any of them. Oh, it was Luigi. Well, I didn't know he was up to that sort of stuff. Luigi's got quite a hidden depths. As a scholar, you rank near the middle. Now I'm certain you can't fiddle. Strad, you're mad. Oh, I've done that one there. Not like I was putting my heart into it or anything there. I'm an American naturalist, born in Newark, New Jersey, and educated at the Bardian Military Academy. Oh. Raymond. Is that a man or a woman, actually? Got pigtails, but it's part of the hat.
A horrible quandary we're in. This curse is as nasty as sin. Without a doubt, we can't get out. This riddling game you can't win. If this riddling game you can't win.
I would have got pelted with tomatoes for getting that line wrong. At best, in medieval times. American financier, industrialist and statesman. Born there and educated in some other place. I don't know. John Mellon. Yeah, I worked in some company called Mellon Newton, some generic finance corporation, as a work experience boy for a week once, and I wondered if that's the same Mellon that lent his name to half of the company's name.
I'm just a servant, so I shouldn't complain, but it annoys me a bit that politics between people in power are making my life so difficult. I had no quarrel with any evil wizards, but here I am stuck in this curse, and who do you think will have to clean up when it's all over? Me, of course. The king has talked about laying me off. Sometimes I almost wish he would. Oh well, it's a living. I wish I could figure out this puzzle and be a curse breaker like you.
It's not all that it's hyped up to be, mate. It's not as glamorous as it sounds. I'm just walking through doors and randomly guessing words for... I'm just walking through doors and randomly clicking on buttons and hoping that I get the answer right to the questions. It all seems so much more glamorous in the stories, don't they? But no. American motion picture executive. 25 years, was the most powerful producer in Hollywood. I'd have thought this guy would have been famous. But is it Walt Disney? No, Louis B. Mayer. Oh, that'd be Metro Goldwyn Mayer's mayor, I imagine. Almost certainly. 25 years was powerful. It's exactly the same. It's that guy again. Let's see. German-British physicist and Nobel laureate, born in Brescia. Educated at 5 different universities. Talk about overachievers. City in eastern New York, a health resort and horse racing centre that's famous. Never heard of it. Saratoga Springs.
You made a boner there, Mr. X.
Get stuffed, Seymour. The Joker's got the biggest boner that anyone ever saw. A family of Japanese painters that originated in the 15th century. Kano, huh? Japanese painters. The American painter whose mystical works were influenced by the East, like every single person that the 60s. David Bacon won't be defeated by some stupid curse. French Roman Catholic prelate and writer, chiefly remembered for his insistence that it is possible for an ordinary person to leave a holy, pious and saintly life while remaining in the world. French man Procopius. Saint Francis of Sales, okay. So he had the belief that you could be a decent person without being shut up in a monastery all the time. I don't know where that idea got in people's heads. Oh wait, I need to click that man. King of Judah in, BC. That's curious to spelt BC with a lowercase b. That's it. Why is there another B in the years? That's a bit weird all around. Amaziah. What was that? Why was there a B in the year numbers? It's that riddle again. Swedish writer born in Stockholm. As an expert on poems myself, naturally, after all the time I spent writing poems for the Moore Show, I recognise that all of these poems in this game are limericks. They've got the same the structure, the way that they rhyme. Trying to lift the curse, eh? It's that mysterious man of a parrot. I think that he's not all he appears to be. Something shifty about him. Also, I just realised, look at that. The only option is up, and the exit's down there. I don't like where this is going. What are those torches, by the way? Maybe you get an automatic question answered. Scottish Quaker. I'm surprised they didn't teach us about this guy in school. I thought they'd been teaching us about as much. They really got to Scrabble to find famous Scottish people in school, so I'm surprised they didn't give us everyone they could find. Seymour Skinless here. There's nothing here but blooming Seymour. This is a dead end. A dead end. Now we're cornered. Just an article about shrimps. Nothing here but Seymour offering us shrimp. No thanks, Seymour. I don't want no shrimp right now. I just want to get through the blooming mind maze. Off we go. Off we jolly well go. Another Seymour. Let's try going this way this time. I guess that answers my questions about what happens if you go the wrong way. It's just dead ends, I guess. 2-player card game. That was Encarta. I'm learning things. I learned that. But just like a student cramming for exams, I'm going to forget all of it the next day. These ruffians, what would a good, non-racist voice be for this?
So it would appear that I am not the only one whisked away from my home and dumped in this dreaded rat-infested hole. From your garb, I must believe you come from a very foreign land indeed. Fear not. Fear not. My name is Count Dracula. My name is, Hans. I know for a fact that the curses of these simpletons have no lasting power. And look, no one has been killed by snakes or stricken with a rotting disease. It makes me laugh. Ha ha! Solve the puzzle, friend, and let us leave this place.
I like this guy. He knows what's what. He's clearly not a vampire. We can trust him. English Christian bishop and martyr. Sir Thomas More? No. St. John Fisher? Yep. He was a martyr. It's a safe bet he'd be a saint, I suppose. They lumped a sainthood on them. They lumped sainthoods on them faster than they lump knighthoods on people that win gold medals at the Olympics. The Perspective Knight. We've seen a lot of him on our voyage through the castle. American playwright.
regarded as the most gifted of the American social protest playwrights of the 30s. I've no idea. Clifford Odets. Maybe Clifford the Big Red Dog was named after him. Maybe he wrote Clifford the Big Red Dog. Maybe that was one of his plays. Maybe Clifford was meant to be an analogue for the... maybe Clifford was meant to represent the bourgeoisie stuff. He was the 1%. That's why he's so large and domineering over the world. Seymour Skinless is back. No, I want to go down. Come on, down. Yeah. That's the way. Indian nationalist. Saint of Indians. Sri Aurobindo Ghosi. I've never heard of him. I thought it was about to play a Christmas carol there. British chemist. Best known for his work on the isolation of elemental gases from the atmosphere. Of course that's got to be 3rd Baron John William Strutt, really. No, it must be Sir Arthur Stanley Eddington. No, it's Sir Ramsay William. Oh wait. American oil executive, educated in California and University of Oxford. Oil executive. John Paul Getty. There's him again. Wait, is it? Yeah, it's that guy again. American authority of the card game of bridge, born in America. An authority on the bridge card game. I am an authority, leading expert on the card games. Born of American parents in Poiana. It's not Max Uve, it's not Bobby Fischer, he's our chess. L.I. Culbertson. Okay, he's the chess, he's the card game professor of card games. Come to lift the cuss. I have indeed, but I've got no time for a pot of tea. It's a working dog in Tibet. That was it wasn't the Manx. It was the Abyssinian Hound, I remember now. That's right, Abyssinian Hound. Except it wasn't, it was a Kazaz. What? I got it wrong. Oh well, let's get back. Oh, I just noticed it's gone back to the stupid dogs again. That's why I'm getting all these card games again. Somehow I managed to click the question thing back to that. Back to all areas, thank you. All areas, good. Curses. Curses! American geneticist and Nobel laureate. Again, don't have a clue. Edward Tatum. Why can't these people be less obscure? All these people are the most obscure scientists and stuff. I've never heard of any of them. Click the squares. A new reward. Let's see what the award is now. It's a little ring. It's even worse than the last one. At least we get a new jester to greet us. We've already seen that rhyme though. How long does this go on for? I see the progress there. Apparently we're halfway there to our goal. And I'm already kind of running out of steam here, but going to keep going. We have to complete the mind maze. Called that the first person to rule. This had better not be like it better not be that we had to take those dead ends in order to get the top score. I don't want to get to the end and then find out I'm short 500 points. I don't want to have to complete this whole thing again. This isn't 1997. There's more fun things to be doing on the internet age of computers than this. Especially when I don't know any of the answers to these questions. Well, I guess this is difficulty level 4. I suppose that's why it's so obscure. I'm thinking of taking this in doses, just leaving the computer running and coming back later. Irish-born scholar who produced the first great philosophical system of the Middle Ages. Never heard of any of them. John Scottish.
Italian composer known for was it the musical expressions of leftist political convictions. His musical expressions of leftist political convictions. How do you express them with music? Frank Sinatra. Vincent Youmans. We already had a Luigi, and I know it wasn't this Luigi. Okay, so Luigi's a left-wing political activist, apparently, as well as the other thing he did, according to this game. Common name for a family of the rue, a tree for the rue family, native to Indonesia. The rue family of trees. Sadok.
Correct. Well done.
Nope. Aha, one less servant. Didn't need him, and it cut 6 from the monthly. Wait, we've seen this already. Moving up the floors of the castle. German composer. It's Max. It's not. It's something. Max. It was Max. Oh, Max. It's time for a break.